Welcome to Moving to Portugal Daily, episode 87. I'm Mateos Costa. Today, we cover Portugal Healthcare Roadmap for Movers, SNS, private insurance, prescriptions, and real costs with the latest numbers and practical steps.
Hook. If you move to Portugal and don't sort healthcare in the first month, expect friction. No family doctor, delays on prescriptions, and surprise doctor bills. A concrete member, getting a número de utente and being assigned a family doctor typically takes 1 to 6 weeks depending on municipality, but in many Lisbon centers, it's commonly 2 to 3 weeks. Download the one-page healthcare setup checklist in the show notes to follow along.
Section 1. What you need to know and the exact SNS registration sequence. First, definitions you must have straight. SNS is Portugal's public health service. Número de utente is your public patient number. Private insurance is a separate policy you buy from insurers like Multicare, Medis, or Allianz. And your family doctor is listed at your local Centro de Saúde. Documents that matter: passport or EU ID, NIF, tax number, proof of address, rental contract or utility bill, and your residency card if you already have one. For non-residents or new arrivals, bring a temporary address confirmation. A lease signed within the last 90 days is the cleanest document.
Step-by-step SNS registration. 1. Go to your local Centro de Saúde. Look up the nearest unit on the SNS website and call before you go. 2. Take the documents I just listed. 3. Ask for a número de utente and to be assigned a médico de familia. Say, "Bom dia. Eu preciso de número de utente e de me inscrever para médico de familia. Aqui está o meu passaporte, NIF e comprovativo de morada." That covers the Portuguese phrasing you may need at reception. 4. Expect a simple registration form and a printed receipt. Keep that receipt. It's an administrative proof you can use for other steps. Timelines. Same-day registration with a receipt is common. Actual doctor assignment may take 1 to 6 weeks. If you hit a wait longer than 6 weeks, escalate by emailing the Centro de Saúde manager and CCing the regional health authority. Section 2. Private versus public. Realistic costs and when to add private cover. Short answer, SNS covers emergency care, primary care, and many specialist referrals, often at low or no direct cost for residents. Private care gives faster access and wider English language service. Concrete euro ranges. Private GP visits run approximately 30 to 80 euro per appointment. Private specialist visits, 50 to 150 depending on the specialty and clinic. Basic private health plans start around 20 euro per month for very limited cover and commonly sit between 40 and 80 euro per month for a well-rounded primary and outpatient package. If you rely on quick specialist access or you have limited Portuguese, add a private plan when you arrive. If you're healthy, on a budget, and willing to register with SNS immediately, start with SNS and add private top-up only if you need speed or specific specialists.
When private insurance speeds your move, if you need rapid specialist diagnostics, private imaging slots can be scheduled in days instead of months. If you're arranging a D7 or other residency paperwork and the visa officer asks for proof of health cover, an emailed insurance certificate is a fast stopgap while SNS registration proceeds. But note, insurers often require an address and a NIF to finalize policies, so have those ready. Section 3. Prescriptions, chronic meds, and using healthcare for visa and tax processes. Prescriptions. If you have ongoing medication from abroad, bring original prescription documents, the medication labels, and a short letter from your prescribing doctor explaining diagnosis and dosage. Portuguese pharmacies will often accept that documentation to supply a short emergency supply while you register with a GP. For chronic medication long-term, you need to see a GP to have the prescription issued under SNS or through your private doctor. Cost differences. SNS prescription copayments vary. Many common drugs cost a few euros per month with reimbursement levels depending on the therapeutic class. Private prescriptions are priced at pharmacy list rates. Without state reimbursement, you'll pay the market price, which can be higher by 10 to 50% for some branded drugs.
Using healthcare paperwork to support CEF, D7-D8, and Finanças. Keep all registration receipts, your Número de Utente printout, and any insurance certificates. A registration receipt from Centro de Saúde showing your address and patient number is useful evidence of habitual residence. An active private insurance policy with an invoiced payment history supports financial means statements. Do not present medical records as legal proof beyond these administrative receipts. Medical privacy rules apply, and you should avoid overreaching. If you're compiling documents for CEF or for a tax residency case, include the healthcare receipts as supporting material, but pair them with rental contracts and bank statements. What most people miss and the 7-day remediation checklist. Common mistakes. 1. Waiting to register with SNS until after the residency appointment. Register first. 2. Throwing away the printed registration receipt or not saving emailed insurance certificates. 3. Relying on verbal confirmations from reception. Always get a stamped receipt or an email. 4. Assuming prescriptions transfer automatically. They don't. You need documentation. Remediation checklist you can execute in 7 days. Day 1. Get NIF and proof of address. Day 2. Visit Centro de Saúde and request Número de Utente. Day 3. Photograph and save all receipts and emails. Day 4. Buy a short-term private plan if you need rapid specialist access. Day 5. Visit a private GP to bridge prescriptions if required. Day 6. Email copies of receipts to your CEF or Finanças contact. Day 7. Set calendar reminders for renewal dates and next medical checks. These 7 specific steps cut the common delays I see for new arrivals. Recap. 3 must-do items before your first month ends. 1. Get your Número de Utente and keep the receipt. 2. Secure either a basic private plan or at least a bridging appointment if you need speed. 3. Collect and save all paperwork with clear scans or photos. Now for the custom CTA. Download the one-page healthcare setup checklist in the show notes. It lists the exact documents, the Portuguese phrasing you can read at reception, and email templates to send to Centro de Saúde and insurers. If you want step-by-step templates for visa and tax bundles, enroll in my course bundle where I walk through sample letters, receipts, and timelines. Let's run the numbers and make your move to Portugal. That's your clear action plan for today. Apply it and move closer to your Portugal life.